Good to be back out here?
Absolutely, especially with the weather the way it's been. It's almost like getting bonus days of practice because you just can't replicate being outside on the dirt and having infield practice. So it's definitely been a bonus for us.
In your time here, how do you rank kind of the optimism heading into the year compared to maybe past seasons?
It's very high. I mean, obviously, we want to build off of last year. But having lost the three players we lost the leading hitter in the country. We lost, probably one of the best utility players in Alexa Peterson, and then of course Kylie Cuico, our home run and RBI leader. So those are not easy shoes to fill, but I feel like we've got two great transfers with experience coming in Jerry Ann Glasgow and Haley Decker, and their experience is starting to show already, both especially with Jerry Ann on the mound and at the bat. So we feel pretty confident. We've got some good pieces to the puzzle to replace some of that.
About the freshmen, how are they settling in? Who's maybe standing out a little bit?
Oh, I think Jenna Lilly. I mean, obviously, she came in pretty highly touted, struggled a little bit in the fall, which was, I don't know if it was a good thing to see or not, but we worked a little bit on the mental game, and she has high expectations of her game, and obviously her making the junior national team was a good bonus for her, but right now she's playing very well, and we're excited to see her step up.
Looking over the schedule, there's no room to hide. You got some pretty top flight competition facing you right from the get-go. You even got Florida, it's ranked ahead of you, number one, 2 tournaments, I believe. How much you're going to find out quickly how good this team is, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly. Even the first weekend, we're playing Cal Poly, who beat us last year, the very first game, and they're ranked in the top 25 by some people, and Texas. Of course, we had a great super regional against them, so we're excited to play them again. Northwestern, that can hit the ball. So the first weekend's very tough, and then just like you said, we're going to play Florida not once but twice, and I'm excited for that. I think the only way you're going to learn how to beat a team is to play them. And right now we're not quite as worried about. Well, it used to be that we're so worried about the Pac-12, UCLA's and Arizona's and ASU's, and I think we got over that hump a little bit. But now it's getting over the SEC hump. I think for some reason we don't play our best ball against those teams.
What do you see in the Pac-12 right now? A lot of good pitchers gone from last year.
Yeah, well, I think UCLA probably has one of the strongest pitching staffs out there. Allie Carter made the U.S. national team, and I think she elevated her game in the off season. They also have one of the top freshmen in the country in Johanna Grauer. She plays for I think the Dutch international team. So they've got some pretty good pitching to come against us, and of course they're always strong. They get the best recruits out of Southern California, and they're going to be a strong team. The rest of the conference, the pitching could be down. I think you may be right about that. It's going to be see what kind of freshman steps up and who's going to carry those teams.
How much do you anticipate, and Jerry Ann to really help out on the pitching staff? They already shared and established there, and same with Carissa.
Well, I think she gives us some pretty good versatility as far as having a great rise ball from the right-hand side. I mean, we had Sheridan with the rise ball from the left, but we didn't really have much from the right. And Jerry Ann's rise ball is it's like Sheridan's from the left.
Okay.
It's really got some good velocity of it, and she can throw the ball at 67, 68, and then has the changeup. Right now we've really been working on her, getting her place cemented as feeling as a pitcher.
Okay.
Like she's not a hitter that pitches. We want her to be a pitcher.
Okay.
And then she hits. So that's kind of a change in mentality. I want to be able to use actually all 5 pitches if I can. How are we going to use them? I don't know yet. That's going to be, because obviously we want to make sure we have enough pitching to keep them in shape, but I want to be able to also give them roles.
Yeah.
So who can we use in relief? Who can we use righty versus righty? Who can we use lefty versus lefty? Those type of roles.
Offensively, what have you seen throughout the offseason? Who's really kind of stepped up their game, going to help replace, CEO and Cuico and Peterson, like you said?
Yeah, well, I have a favorite thing for Haley Decker. I call it PH, professional hitter. I mean, she is just rakes. I mean, it's really exciting to see her at bat. And if I was somebody going to watch this team play, I'd want to watch her at bats because she's explosive. She can hit anything, anytime.
Does this lineup, top to bottom, have a chance to be better and more powerful than last year's?
I think more powerful. I think our offensive numbers should go up as far as home runs, extra bases. We definitely have the potential to be more in that way. I think we'll get more walks. I think as people start to discover who our power hitters are, they'll try to pitch around people. But I think Janelle Linville stepped up her game. She looks very strong right now. And several others. So we got the pieces around it. Janie Decatur's doing a great job leading off. Danica Mikado's back to full strength. Alyssa Gillespie. In fact, some of our in-team competition is pretty tight, and I'm going to have a tough job picking a starting lineup.
Where are those battles right now maybe strongest?
Well, it was at the second base position, but Jamie Sullivan has a little bit of a back injury right now, so we've moved Haley over to first base. And so it's between Haley and Jerry Ann to see who starts at first base when Jerry Ann's not pitching. In the outfield, it's we've got the three starting outfielders out there in Decatur, Costa, and Gillespie. But Sammy Puentes has shown some good things. Lexi Boudreau-Pearson, Jasmine Smith-Willette is doing a great job hitting as well. So there's some, like I said, there's some great competition battles going on.
You see Jasmine hitting more this year maybe than pitching?
She could be, yeah. I mean, we're going to see how she does. I mean, at practice she's been looking good. So, but again, it's depending how we use her as a pitcher.
You're incorporating, like you said, the two transfers, the four freshmen. What's the chemistry like of the team? How have the girls come together?
I think it's really strong. I mean, obviously one of the strengths of our team has been our chemistry, the fact that they feel like a family, that they do pick each other up, and I haven't seen that change much with the freshmen coming in. In fact, even the newcomers, that's one of the reasons they came to our team, is because they felt and they liked the family atmosphere of our team.
Is Jen expected to start at third base starting for the year?
I would say so. At this point, yes.
Yeah,
at this point, definitely. We've been playing her pretty much exclusively over there, and she looks pretty good.
Yeah, she does right now, that's for sure.
Last year, it was a point of emphasis from the previous years on defense, and it paid off in spades for you. Is this going to be as good a defensive team as last year, or even better, perhaps?
I think so, and possibly even better. We've got to see how Jenna defends the bunt, under pressure, and see how that works, because CO was so good at that people couldn't really bunt on us too much. But I also like what's in the background is Lauren Linville, which is Janelle Linville's sister. She is probably one of our best fielders on the team, and not even just in the infield. Like, she could play third, short, second, first, but she's probably our third or fourth best outfielder. So she's a tremendous asset to have out there as far as a backup, and she's actually been starting to hit the ball pretty well as well.
Coming into last year, one of the big things was getting Sheridan kind of more adjustments and kind of refining her game. Have you done more with her this offseason to keep her going, or do you feel like she's in a good spot right now?
Yeah, we've identified the fact that teams are trying to take away the inside half on her, and especially right-handers, and so we've worked really hard at getting her to come inside to righties and to use both sides of the plate. So we'll see how that works out. I mean, I feel confident that her drop ball and her changeup are great mixes right now, and I think she's starting to feel confident in the fact she can throw them all. So right now, Sheridan looks really, really good, and I'm excited to see what she does when she gets out there.
Mentioned a little bit of an SEC hump, getting over that. What is the difference that you see, having run into SEC teams now in postseason every year? What is the difference between the programs, and what is that hump that you want to surpass or surmount?
Well, I think they're just a little more confident than us, and just with some of the questions we've asked the team, is they've felt like we were scared of the SEC or something. I don't know why, and I don't know where that comes from. Maybe it's the fact that SEC has broken through that Pac-12 barrier, or not winning a national championship, and now they have the confidence. Everything's about momentum, so right now they have the kind of momentum, and so we got to get that back. We got to get the mojo back. If it's not us, we need somebody in the Pac-12 to step up and take that back, because we have just as good as teams as they do.
Good, thanks, Mike.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.